Tip for singing great high notes is enough head voice in the sound. Now this applies across all genres of music. So even if you're talking about belting a high note or you're talking about singing a high note in operatic repertoire, it is the same thing. If there is not enough head voice in the high note, it's not going to be successful and it's going to sound pushed. Now, depending on your different genre of music, the head voice balance will be slightly different, okay? So if you're belting, obviously the quotient of a head voice will be lower than if you were singing operatic repertoire. How do we activate the head voice? I like to find this kind of puppy dog whine position. Now, it's very important that you don't allow the back of the tongue to pull down as you find this position, okay? So one way that I like to do this is on a tongue trill, a tongue trill. Now you can find this on a lip trill, but it's not as foolproof as the tongue trill, okay? So the tongue trill, we're gonna do a simple fourth up. Now what I want you to sensate in this is that the sound almost sounds like you're talking like this, and there's a little bit of that feeling, okay? And you can almost feel a little bit of a buzz here. Now don't push it there, but you're gonna feel a little bit of a sensation there, okay? So if the voice is going, you know it's wrong because it's pulling down here at the tongue. You want this feeling. And combine this with our idea of breath support that we were just doing, and you could take this over the area. Now, I want you to take this little exercise of the tongue trill and take it to your repertoire where you're having problems, okay? And I just want you to make sure that you have that thin placement of the head voice, okay? And now when you go to sing that line in context, I want you to remember that balance and play around with the mix of head voice to chest voice. Chances are, if the high note is feeling kind of forced, there is too heavy of a mechanism being employed there, and you need to address the balance of the registers.